Johnny, a friend told me that fear means false evidence appearing real. You know, if you
Yes.
take the letters.
Mm-hmm.
In the case of Jack Ripper, it wasn't like that, because I thought, oh, that sounds good, but at the end, fear was very real.
Very real.
What does attract us so much? Why are we so fascinated with fear and inner demons?
Boy, that would take a room full of shrinks to be able to answer that. I don't know. I think we're always fascinated with those things that are so far away, but that we fear could be close. Also, it's the things unsolved. Especially with the Ripper case, something so gruesome, so horrific, being left unsolved. That certainly began my fascination with it.
Because we always try to understand people, He must have been somehow insane, otherwise you couldn't do that, you know. But on the other hand, your character, Aberline, he has the same problem. He has a loss, but he goes into drugs. He escapes the world, and I think it's his right to do that, you know. I mean, you can kill somebody or you escape,
Exactly, yeah.
Somehow you have to get relieved. But I think life is never easy. Or how do you look towards life? I know you told me last time with your daughter your life changed immensely and everything is great now, but still, life is gruesome, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's never easy. I mean, none of it's easy, but I think the thing, tend to take things for granted, as human beings, with these weird animals, human beings, we forget that each breath that we take is a blessing. Each and every breath. And it takes something extreme, something intense, or something devastating and close for us to sort of get that wake-up call, when you lose someone that you love very much, or someone you care about, and beyond that, to see someone that you loved, and they're gone, and their children will never see them again, and their wife will never see them again. I mean, it's those kind of things that are harsh lessons in life to learn,
Did you ever have the feeling you would like to be born in another century, like maybe before or in the future?
Oh yeah, I've always sort of thought that. I always thought that maybe I was born in the wrong time. That maybe I should have been in Paris in the 20s or something, or the teens, Yeah, I've thought that quite a lot.
Do you believe in reincarnation? Do you believe that?
Well, I don't know if I mean, there's been certainly no scientific proof, or anything, but I mean, it's something I'd like to believe in. It's something I'd love to believe in. Yeah, I hope it's true. I think it'd be great.
It depends what you...
Just keep going,
What you're coming back, as
well. It's like each time is an education, each time you're reborn, it's an education, another education.
Mm-hmm. What is your opinion about prostitutes and how society treats them?
Well, it is the oldest profession in the world, right? I think prostitution and then acting. I think it's sort of that order. No, I think, listen, it's a profession that's obviously not going to go away. These people have to make money, they have to live, they have to support their families. This is what they do, this is what they do. In the United States, certainly, there's this kind of fake Puritan, what they call, this expression in French that I love called faux cul, which is a hypocrite, basically. They have that sort of outlook in terms of prostitution. No, I think Europe it's handled much more sort of civilized. It's much more civilized. In the States, it's strictly forbidden. It's looked down upon. It's this, it's that. But they're liars. They're liars.
Like you say, I think also, they just do a profession very honestly. Other people sell their soul, It's even worse.
Yeah, much worse.
Money,
much
and
worse.
kill people.
Yeah.
Do I have one more? Because you already was... What is hell? I mean, the movie is called From Hell.
Mm-hmm.
What is hell for you? And when you explain hell, explain heaven. Is that then a boring place, maybe?
Boy, what is hell? What is hell and what is heaven? Well, hell... boy. Hell was certainly the, waking up and on September 11th and seeing that atrocity, sort of unfold before the eyes of the world. That was about as close, I think, to hell as any of us will get for a while. That was, I mean, devastating is too tiny a word. And heaven is, like I was talking about before, just the ability, to really not take for granted the gift of life, the gift of breath, and that every breath is a blessing, and that we all, we have our families, we have our wives, our kids, our husbands, or whatever, moms, sisters, brothers. That's heaven, I think.